What's going on, everybody? My name is Noble, and in today's video we're going to talk about a little fact that Sifu is basically kicking everyone's ass, and I finally was able to master the first level, and we're going to be doing a small little guide, at least for what I did on that level. Hopefully it can help you out. But I want to start off with this story from, I don't even know what the site is, Push Square, that is showing that basically a butt ton of people are not getting past level 2, and I'm one of those people. I am struggling so hard right now. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check this article out, but the main thing that I wanted to focus on is basically the second boss fight, or pretty much the end of the second level is basically what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm just going to start off with some of the percentages that they've got here. People that beat the prologue, which you cannot actually die in, 97% of people have beat that, which means 3% of people have started the prologue and not gotten past it, which is ridiculous to me because, again, you cannot die in that first prologue, which is what you guys are probably seeing right now. 3% of people have not passed that part. That's kind of ridiculous. 80% of people have passed the first boss fight. So people have gone through the first level, which is what we're fixing to show here in a little bit, and beaten the first boss. But immediately after that, it drops so hard, so much. Only 27% of people that have played Sifu have beaten the second boss, which means, if my math is right, 80, nope, that's not right, 73% of people that own this game have not even gotten past the second level. After that, it gets even worse. People who have beat the third boss, only 11%. People who have beat the fourth boss, only 7%. And people who have beat the fifth and final boss, only 3%, which means 97% of people, me, myself included, have not beaten the game. So I'm struggling with the second level as well. I was so proud whenever I finally mastered the first level, and I just wanted to walk you guys through this, just give you guys some tips for what I did. All right, so this is the beginning level. I think once you figure out your basic moves, your down, up, square, your down, up, triangle, you can pretty much pass this level. These first two guys are not that big of a deal. You can take them out pretty easily, as you guys can see here. Just a couple of hits. They're basically just like the starting opponents. Now, because I have gotten to the second level, I do actually have the key to get through this first part, but I'm going through it as though I don't have the key. So if you guys go around this corner here, if you go through those doors on my left, you can actually just skip and go fight a few of the bosses. They'll get you to the next area quicker. But if you go to that room on the right, you guys can see there are some bottles there, and there is a pipe. I highly recommend using the pipe for this area. It'll help you get up the stairs a lot faster, and it makes things super quick. And that's one thing that I think you should really focus on the levels. You need to play the levels over and over so that you can master them, but also pay attention to where all the weapons are, the glass bottles, the sticks, the mops, the pipes, all that stuff. That's definitely going to help you in areas like this. We have a glass bottle there. Smack this guy around, knock him out, and then we're done with this section. On this next area, I had played this so many times, and I don't know why I wasn't able to slide through that bed right there on this playthrough, but if you can do it without what just happened to me, it's a very nice and smooth thing. There are some bottles on the tables over here that you can use to take out the enemies. You want to try to leave at least one bottle for the next section. The next section is my favorite part, which is the section in the hallway. I forget which movie it's after, but it's pretty much like a really famous scene in like kung fu flicks, and I think it's really awesome. Here we start off with the bottle. You definitely want to go after the girl with the pipe first, so you can take the pipe away from her, use them to take out everybody else, as we are doing here. And there is another one with the second pipe, you guys can see right here, and just watch out for her. On occasion I do actually get hit a couple of times here, but you really want to try to master the parry as well, or parry or deflect, I'm not actually sure what it's called, but whenever they strike at you, if you can block it at the right moment, it'll stun them for a second, allow you to get another hit in, and that will definitely help you out in this first level as well. So I think this is the last guy here. I don't like that they shift the camera in that area, but that's totally fine. It's not here or there, it doesn't really matter. This next part, which is this next part? Is this the one with the Yeah, with the little doorways. So again, keep an eye out for where all the weapons are. I still have the pipe from the last round, but there is a broom in this next area, and I'm not sure if I pick it up right now. I think I might go with the bottle on the floor and then come back for this. Yeah, this guy had a bottle here. So we're going to pick that up, go over into the next room, surprise the guy. And I really feel bad for the girl out here because for all I know, this girl's not even part of the gang or anything. She's just outside having a cigarette, perhaps. I just throw a bottle at her and beat the shit out of her for no reason. She had, as far as I know, she was just someone who rents there. Then we got a broom here. This right here is usually where I would get messed up. There's one guy in particular that even if you break his stamina, I forget what it's called, he will come back and block your hit and come back a little bit stronger. And so I had to do that a couple of times. I finally was able to master it here. I think it might be this guy, which I'm going to take this dude out real quick. And then I think, that's right. You can use your power-ups. I totally poked that guy in the eyes. He still came back. But I had that pipe from that other guy that just charged us. So we were actually able to get past that pretty well. Even though he did land a few hits, we were able to break his meter bar. I forget what the meter bar is called. And then take him out. Oh, and he caught the pipe. I did not remember that. But basically, this is where if you're going to die on this level, that's more than likely where it's going to happen. A thing that I didn't learn until like hours into the second level, because I've only gotten up to the second level, you can permanently unlock these moves. It does cost a lot more, but if you want them to carry over from playthrough to playthrough, you can spend more on them and have any of the moves that you unlock be permanently unlocked. So keep that in mind. Right here, it's pretty simple people. Then I think we jump over and fight that big fat guy, right? Yeah, so the only important thing here is it's pretty much only for this guy in particular. On this level, this is a skill that you will want to remember for the second level though. Hold your left bumper and pull back in order to avoid things like that. Anytime that any enemy has those flashing orange hands or feet, you can use that move to avoid it, and that's definitely going to be a big help in the second level for sure, but in particular in this level, even though we don't have that many people doing those sorts of moves in this first level. Now this guy, I kind of feel bad for too. Like, I would never want to die or get my ass beat in a restroom. That's kind of a shitty way to go. Here, there's one guy right here, yep, that has a glass bottle. I believe there's a pipe near here, and if you guys don't find the pipe in here, if you break the glass that is directly to the left of this area, there's a pipe laying on the floor. So keep that in mind. Once again, you definitely want to know where all the things that you can use as weapons, whether it's pipes, brooms, or glass bottles, are within the level. So I don't think I actually used the one that I just told you about, but I might pick it up at the end here. But again, you definitely want to try to block right on time, try to land as many hits as you can, and just beat the crap out of everyone if you can do it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I threw that, but over here in the corner there's another pipe. Basically I kind of cheated and just beat the crap out of everybody with all the weapons that I could. All right, so these guys are other guys that can block your beatdown, whatever the hell it's called. So you definitely want to be careful with these guys too. If you die a second time, chances are you probably died in here, because if you're not careful, these guys will kick your ass. I'm not sure why they didn't do it here, because I have had it done in other playthroughs, but it might be because I had the pipe in that situation, and so I was able to kind of kick their ass. In this section, guys, do your best to take out individual people. There's 3 people I think that you can take out. They're just off on their own, and then if you can take out more people without drawing attention to yourself, it definitely helps out. I think I actually jumped down here because I was already kind of overconfident, to be honest with you. But important to note here, if you break these shelves, which you'll see me walk into, that shelf that's right there right next to that pipe, you can use 1 bamboo stick out of each one of those shelves. So if you're out of pipes, if you're out of glass bottles, you can run into that, and there will be a stick that you can pick up. So there's some shelves everywhere that you can use. There's that one that I broke. There's one off just to the right of the screen here, which you'll probably see in a sec. Yeah, that shelf right there on the right, you can break that down, grab a bamboo stick, kick their ass with it. And again, if you have any sort of weapon throughout this entire first level, at least, it will definitely help out. I came very close to dying there, actually. I completely forgot about that part. But you definitely want to use pipes in particular. For me, worked really well for this level, and so that's what I would suggest. Just know where the pipes are, know what you can use for sticks and for weapons, and just beat everyone's ass as best you can. And if you're having trouble, use your power-ups to knock people down and beat them while they're down, because if not, you may die. And you definitely want to try to master this to where you can be level or be age 20 by the time you finish. Now, the first time I played through this, I thought it was hilarious because you just walk up and beat this big old fat guy, and then the rest of the guys are pretty easy, so you don't really have to worry about there. You don't really have to worry about anything there. As long as you have a weapon to start off with, it's a lot easier than having to go in with just your fist. Beat the crap out of that dude, smash the other guys, and we're done with that. Alright, so on this area, we're just running down the hall. I'm pretty sure I collected every collectible that's available in this level except for the last one, which I do think that you have to go to other levels and then come back to this level in order to find all collectibles. So that's something important that you might need to know. And I think this right here is the final boss fight. The first part is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is block and parry, or I don't know what it's called, I forget the word. Whenever they punch towards you and you block it and push them back, you need to do that, whether it's parry or deflect or whatever the hell it's called. That's basically all you have to do. Now, we do start off with the stick that we brought from the last part. You might want to start off with that as well. And there are actually other weapons that you can get on the second part, which I do think I show in this. But this first part, you basically just want to kick ass and block as much as you need to in order to not have your health go down. So I think I actually do pretty good here. Again, whenever he starts striking, make sure you block. I could have done the evade, avoid, whatever it's called, a lot better here, but I was able to get to the second part of it pretty easily. So even though I probably wasn't doing my best here, because I started off with a stick, it definitely helped out with taking down his health quicker, and I was able to block and parry pretty good, but I could have avoided a lot of those hits and kicks that he was throwing at me. So you might want to try that for yourself as well. And I'm really glad that I had that power up, actually, because my health was about a fourth of the health right now, and that really helped out right there in that section. I'm not sure why, but in this area, whenever he pulls out his knife, for some reason that reminds me of Vegeta on Dragon Ball Z. I'm not exactly sure why. It just does. I'm not sure if anybody else got that feeling. Let me know in the comments if you did. But again, on this part, he goes kind of crazy. This is like the Dragon Ball Z area for this character. He just flies out of nowhere. You definitely want to use your right trigger to jump out of the way. And as you guys can see out here in the back area of the level, there are some more of the bamboo sticks that you can pick up. It'll definitely help you out. Go and use that as much as you can, and you should be okay. Again, those kick sweeps where he tries to sweep the leg, those hard kicks with that orange punch, you can avoid those by holding the left bumper and pulling back on your stick, which will help you avoid a lot better, not take so much damage, and hopefully not lose any health. But if you can't do that, if you haven't mastered that yet, you can still kind of get away with just blocking at the right time. If you've got a weapon, it'll definitely help out. I got hit there, really shouldn't have, but I lost my stick here. I think we're able to find another one right there, which is perfect. And it's just very close. Like, whenever I did this, I was super surprised that I was able to get through the boss fight. Like, I knew I could get through the level without dying, but I was not sure, especially if you look at my health right now, I was not sure that I could get past the boss without dying. And again, right there, whenever he jumps out at you, just make sure that you sidestep or like avoid that, and we're done. We've waited 8 long years to do this. And that's the level. Complete. No deaths. Age 20. I took a couple of hits, but it wasn't horrible or anything like that. And we didn't die. We unlocked a couple of things, and we were working on permanently unlocking some of the moves. So that's just the way I did it. Of course, I could have gone through the shortcut, but I wanted to play it as though I was going through the entire level. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. And now I need to figure out how to master the second level, because only 73% of people, no, 73% of people have not passed it. So figure it out, kick some ass. And I'm really enjoying this game. I'm gonna keep playing it. I might do other videos like this once I figure out how to master it. And I'll just shut my face now. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Had a good weekend. I'm not even sure what today is. I love your faces. Don't forget to like, share, and sub, and I'll see you on the next video.